Somewhere right now, inside a crowded airport, a Nigerian family is hugging each other, saying goodbye while pretending not to cry. A mother's praying silently, and a father's trying to be strong, and a young Nigerian carrying one suitcase and a Nigerian passport about to board a flight, believing one thing: this journey will change my life forever. And maybe it will. But here's the truth many people discover too late. Changing country does not automatically change lives. Because every single week, Nigerians leave home carrying dreams, ambition, and hope, only to arrive abroad completely unprepared for the emotional, psychological, financial, and cultural pressure waiting for them there. Some are leaving poverty behind. Some are leaving heartbreak. Some are leaving frustration, disappointment, and exhaustion. And some are leaving everything they have ever known, hoping another country will finally give them the opportunity they could not find in Nigeria. But migration is not tourism. Migration is not pressure. It is sacrifice. It is identity shock. It is loneliness. It is rebuilding your life from ground zero while trying to convince everybody back home that everything is going well. And I understand the reality personally because over 25 years ago, I arrived in the United Kingdom from Nigeria to study for a master's degree in law. Like many Nigerians, I arrived with confidence, ambition, dreams, and the belief that life would be easier. But reality humbled me very quickly. I still remember one winter night, sitting alone in a small room in North London, staring at unpaid bills spread across the room, calculating repeatedly how I would survive the month. No family around me, no financial safety net, no guaranteed opportunity waiting. And for the first time in my life, I truly understood what it meant to feel lonely. Back home, many people assume that abroad meant automatic success. But there were days loneliness became heavy, days of nostalgia hit deeply, days hearing a Nigerian voice unexpectedly in the public felt emotional because of a brief moment. It felt like home had found me. And like many immigrants eventually discover, I learned a difficult truth very quickly. Abroad, nobody is waiting to rescue you because the system abroad rewards value, discipline, adaptability, communication, resilience, and execution under pressure. And that journey changed me forever. But what changed me even more was what I began seeing happening to other Nigerians abroad. Because over the years, as I rebuilt my own life, studied system, worked in law, represented family, and watched immigrants struggle closely, I realized something deeply painful. Many Nigerians prepare financially for relocation, but very few prepared emotionally, psychologically, relationally, or strategically. And that's the lack of preparation destroy people quietly. I have seen migration pressure destroy marriages. I've seen couples arrive abroad deeply in love only to slowly become strangers under the weight of financial pressure, emotional exhaustion, isolation, survival stress, parenting conflict, and cultural adaptation struggle. I've seen hugely educated Nigerians battling silent depression while pretending publicly that everything was just fine. I've seen immigrants carrying degrees, yet privately battling inferiority complex, rejection, loneliness, and loss of identity. I've seen people sending money home every month while struggling to survive themselves. And through my work as an accredited specialist children and family lawyer in the United Kingdom, I have also seen children caught painfully between cultures, identity, broken home, and confused expectation. Children try to understand whether they belong to Nigeria or to the country they now live in. And one truth became painfully clear to me. Many immigrants relocate physically but never truly settle mentally. And that affects everything: your confidence, your communication, your finance, your relationship, your parenting, your opportunity, and ultimately your future, which is exactly why Naija Diaspora Connection was born. Welcome to Naija Diaspora Connection, not just another Japa channel built on hype, not a platform selling unrealistic fantasies, and certainly not a channel driven by propaganda, tribalism, emotional manipulation, or empty online noise. This channel is built on truth, practical wisdom, real life experience, strategic thinking, an honest conversation designed to help Nigerians abroad build stable, successful, meaningful life globally. Hi, I'm Dr. Chris Aniche. I'm a dual qualified solicitor, a PhD holder in law, whose research focuses on girls' right to education in Nigeria and the deeper structural realities affecting opportunities, inequalities, poverty, and human development within our society. I'm also a courtroom advocate, a public speaking coach, and the founder of Essex Public Speaking Academy, where I teach communication, confidence, leadership, and performance under pressure. Because after years in the courtroom, classroom, boardroom, and high pressure environment, I've learned something very powerful. Success abroad is not accidental. It requires a system, preparation, emotional intelligence, communication, adaptation, resilience, strategic thinking, and the ability to perform under pressure without losing yourself. Which is why this channel is not simply about leaving Nigeria, it is about succeeding after you leave. Naija Diaspora Connection exists to help you, Nigerian, transition from survival mode into strategic, stable, confident, and successful global living. And on this channel, we will discuss realities about people who are afraid to talk about honesty, the hidden truth about relocation nobody explained before you leave, and the mistake keeping immigrants trapped unnecessarily for years, and how to position yourself professionally within a foreign system, how to build confidence and communicate powerfully abroad, how to overcome inferiority, fear, imposter syndrome in foreign environments, how to build financially as an immigrant, how to protect your marriage and family life in diaspora, how to raise strong, grounded children abroad without losing your value, how to adapt culturally without losing your identity, how to build meaningful networks and opportunities internationally, how to navigate immigration system with wisdom and preparation. And yes, we also discuss Nigerian politics, ethnic dynamics, diaspora realities, leadership, and the future of Nigeria itself. But we will approach those conversations intelligently, strategically, historically, and thoughtfully, not emotionally, not blindly, and never through the propaganda designed to divide Nigerians against each other. Because Nigeria in diaspora are no longer spectators. We are global contributors, professionals, entrepreneurs, parents, leaders, and our voices matters globally. But perhaps the most importantly, this channel is about empowerment because I know there are Nigerians watching this right now who are exhausted. People surviving publicly while breaking privately. People smiling online while struggling emotionally. People carrying silent financial responsibility for the entire family back home. People questioning whether the sacrifice was truly worth it. People trying to survive between two worlds without fully belonging to any. And if that is you, this channel is for you. Because survival alone is not enough. The goal is not merely to escape struggle, the goal is to build stability, influence, confidence, strong families, successful children, financial progress, and mental strength, and a meaningful legal legacy globally. So, whether you're planning to relocate or newly arrived abroad, raising children in the diaspora, trying to rebuild your life, or simply determined to become stronger, wiser, and more successful, Naija Diaspora Connect is here to give you with truth, with strategy, with practical insight, and with honest conversation that prepares Nigerians globally for real successful living abroad. New videos every Tuesdays and Saturday. Daily short, monthly live questions and answer session, exclusive community discussion, and practical diaspora insight. And content designed merely to motivate you, but to prepare you because our story as Nigerians abroad must become bigger than survival, bigger than struggle, bigger than merely escaping hardship. We must build influence, stability, strong family, confidence, children, financial strength, global excellence, and successful, meaningful success wherever we are to stand in the world. Because Nigerians were not born merely to survive in foreign land. We were born to thrive. Yes, we were born to thrive, to lead, to rise globally without losing who we are. So if you're tired of empty motivation, tired of unrealistic Japan fantasies, are ready for honest, intelligent, and strategic conversation that can genuinely help you build successful life abroad, then subscribe to Naija Diaspora Connect right now. Join this community. Share this video with someone preparing to relocate. Become part of a movement focused not merely on escaping Nigeria, but on building successful stability, influence, confidence, and legacy globally. Because the future belongs to the immigrant who are prepared mentally, emotionally, strategically, and professionally, not just physically. And together we rise. Welcome to Naija Diaspora Connect.